Good morning. Good morning. It's Beverly, my messy room stamper, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, coming to you from Derry, New Hampshire in the United States. I'm going to repeat that again. How's everyone? How you doing staying at home? Or if you're working, God bless you for going out there. I hope you're all safe. I tried to get this centered so I know where I was. I think it's kind of centered. So, big day here in New Hampshire. I don't know what it's a big day for. I'm going to start working on my flower beds because, you know, it's spring. Happy spring! And I usually do them one at a time, so that's not anything different. I'm going to work on the one with the clematis. I know you all are interested in this. The one with the clematis first because I always cut my clematis back this time of year. So, Kathy, how are you, honey? How's your quarantine? Are you quarantining in Virginia? Just read a thing about Detroit's not. I thought that was interesting, but anyway. Today we have two cards, of course. I'm going to show you a couple things I made this week. Hi, Viola. How are you? Thank you for answering that question yesterday. I have a friend that lives in California that's doing some challenges with some friends of hers out there, and she let me in on one of the challenges, so I made the card. You had to case a card and use different colors, which y'all know for me is not an issue because I'm casing cards all the time. So I made this one. This is using the new Ornate Garden Suite that's going to be available April 1st. And everything on here is from that, well, not the cardstock, of course, except for the Hello Friend, and that is from, no, it's not. It's from, I don't know, it's from a stamp set. Seriously the Best. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Kathy. Good for you. So, I think it turned out pretty cute. I liked it. I like the colors in it. I do like these colors in this new set. So that's April 1st. That's not too far away. This is the new yellow bumblebee something or another it'll be. I'm going to make a card today with the outgoing in colors. And I'm going to miss some of them. I got to tell you, I wish I'd used them more. I don't know what happened to me, but so there's that one. And then if you caught my YouTube, it actually went live this week. I did it correctly. And I made this really cool card. This is using the lovely lily pad. Watch, it's amazing. Hey, Brina, how are you doing and your kids? Are you homeschooling from home or do you already homeschool? So watch carefully. Ooh. This is such a cool card, and it was so easy to make, really. So if you go over there, all the measurements and everything and how I put it together there, I just loved it. I thought it was so cool. I got that from Pinterest. No, I didn't. I got it from YouTube. Loved it. That was lovely lily pad. I was with my granddaughters yesterday. The oldest one, the 6-year-old, they're starting school. They've done it 2 days now. Yesterday was the second day and my first day. And it was hard for me. So you had to log into the laptop. And then I had it, you know, it was a little finicky about getting the page down. And I didn't read the email from my son carefully. And I guess she could have talked to her teacher on Zoom, and I know how to Zoom, I just didn't pay attention to the email, so I felt bad about that, but she didn't mention it, so I don't think she was upset about it, but I gotta tell you, that child ate all day. Every time I turned around, she was starving. It was amazing, and she had like a 15-minute attention span, which maybe she always has had, but it seems like to me it's not, because the 4-year-old wasn't like that. So I think she might be a little stressed. Her parents didn't mention that, but I think she might be. So if you have kids, I found this thing, the Rambling Redhead, I follow her on Instagram. She turned me on to the Cosmic Kids, and they do yoga. I thought they would love it. So they did the Frozen, and the lady told the story, and they did yoga moves to parts of the story. It was really cute. It was 30 minutes. But the little one wanted to do the whole thing, and the older one was like, is it over yet? When's it going to be over? How much longer? And then she would stop and go do something else, and then she'd come in and annoy the little one. So that was cool. So I wanted to show you what I have done. And I want to do this for you, but I'm not certain I'm doing it correctly. And actually, when I look at this, I think I am. So this is stamping on a candle. Stamping with Barb did it on a candle. It was beautiful. And then I found this particular, like, just doing a part of it was beautiful. And I got to go back and rewatch them. Because on one of the candles I did, I melted the whole candle. I don't think you're supposed to do that. But anyway, it turned out okay, I think. I'm going to try to do it again, but I don't want to go back to the dollar store right now. So that's where I got this candle, from the dollar store. Or the bigger ones are $1.27 at Walmart. I'm definitely not going back there unless they have toilet paper, I'm telling you, because I'm going to need it soon. All right, let's get started. That's enough tomfoolery for the day. Let's see what I planned. Planned all this the other day. Obviously, we're going to make... Oh, this is so cute, and I love this stamp set. I've done this stamp set a lot. And I hope you like it. So this is an A2 card. You know, it's 8.5 by 4 1/4. All right. Then I took... I have it in here. Hold on. This is white. I'm going to need that. This is the stamp set I'm going to use. Tags and Bloom. I love this stamp set. I love the, what do I love? The sentiments on here. Love it. What made me stop was, I made a card the other day, and I used this, and I sent it to my daughter-in-law's grandmother in a nursing home because they can't visit her. And I sent off a whole bunch of cards to them. Hey, Joy, how are you? Got your letter? Nice letter. Loved it. Because their friends can't come and visit. You know, their families can't come. And so I thought a card for them. I had a whole bunch. It's not like I can't send them again, too. So, but also, if you caught me on Wednesday, I did a wacky Wednesday just for fun. And I don't know why I did it. But I had seen an envelope photo journal that was on Split Coast Stampers. I don't know if you ever go there, but they have nice techniques there. And so I made one of those, and I found I think it was like a Memories and More card set, or it had come with that tea set from last year. And so I just used that and just put it right together. And so I gave it to my daughter-in-law for her and her mother to put pictures in, and they could either drop it off over there or mail it. So, I know I digress, but I wanted to tell you about that. It was so simple. So, oh, you overslept. I wanted to overslept. So you can go back to the videos on Messy Room Stamper and find that, how I put that together. It was simple. You can use envelopes you have and anything you have. You know, you could, if you have kids, you could have them draw things and put in it. If you don't have kids, you could actually take a picture every day as a memory of what you did during the quarantine. Just saying. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Welcome. So we're going to use this stamp set today. We're going to use this stamp set today. And these, there's 4 of them. And I cut them out of Stitch Shapes framelits. Don't pay attention to that because this is a Sizzix set and you can't get this anymore, but that's what I use. So they're little squares. I think they're 1 inch. You may have a 1 inch punch in your stash. And what we're going to do, just to give you a hint, so there's 4 of these. This is lovely lipstick, by the way. We're going to adhere these down like this. See that? And then my favorite little punch from that Thoughtful Blooms, we're going to punch out flowers and put in the center of them. And then we're going to do sending hugs down here. I think it's going to be adorable. So let's get started. I am going to use glue for this just because I can move it around. What have y'all been doing during this time? My husband was actually watching Andy Griffith this morning. Oh, cool. Andy Griffith. He said he was reduced to it. I don't know, now those crazy men, they're all out golfing. Now, golfing happens to be one of those things that you can do during this because they don't really get all that close to each other. And I guess at the golf course, they've made it so only one person can go in the clubhouse at a time, or maybe two, I forget. And then if you ride a cart, only one person can ride a cart. You can't ride two in the cart. So she makes money. They have fun. It's a win-win. So you see how I use my grid paper to line this up? That's what this grid paper is here for. That and, you know, so you can stamp on it. Okay. I think that turned out really nice. Pretty good. Then I'm going to punch these out. There's a punch with this Thoughtful Blooms. And I'm going to get some paper out of this. See if I don't have some small sheets. Let me see if this one's too small. Yeah, this one will work fine. So I'm going to cut out 4. 1. And I could have done them in colors, but I'm going to let the paper be the shining star here. And now I'm just going to use a glue dot or a dimensional. Maybe I'll use a dimensional. And I'm going to put them right in the center. I'll use these little teeny dimensionals. This is a good use for these. Anybody reading any good books? Oh, you working from home, Joy? Oh, good for you. I had to get up early yesterday and go over and learn about that computer for the schooling, and I don't think it really helped me because I didn't pay that close of attention. I had to call my son. I don't know if y'all know, my daughter-in-law and son, they're both nurses. My son works in the OR and my daughter-in-law works in the ICU, so they're not staying home. This is coming together nicely. I don't know why I have this here because it's just getting on my nerves. And come off, little thing. I never have that thumbnail never there when I need it. Okay, now this is what else I did. I know I use the word now a lot, and I'm sorry, but I just can't seem to stop. It's like if you've touched your face for all your life, you can't stop touching your face. You want to try, but you can't. So I took these little enamel dots and I colored them with a lovely lipstick Stampin' Blends. Now I did this in advance because I wanted to have them dry. I think they dry pretty quickly, but I just wanted to make sure. So I'm going to lift this up. And I'm going to put it down right here, right there. I think that looks good. See how that pops the flower? It makes it look great. It does, doesn't it? This is one of those simple, this could be simple stamping, I think. You know, I don't do that very often. I'm going to flip those edges up in a second as soon as I chase around this epoxy dot. And one more. And there you go. It's really cute. Isn't it cute? Yeah, it is. But they don't seem to be afraid. I don't know. Maybe I just don't talk to them enough because they come in and I leave. Because by then, unfortunately, I have had enough of my day. Now I'm just using my thumb and forefinger to just bend these up a little bit. Somebody else said if you use your stamping pad or the pad that's inside of your Stamparatus, you can pick a tool or something like that. And and it'll curl them up. I'm just using my fingers to get it. And I know it won't stay curled when you send it, just so you know I am aware of that. But it does give your card a certain thing. I saw a thing today. I don't want to talk about the virus too much, but it used glitter as an analogy to spreading the virus. It was pretty cute. So I'm going to do sending hugs. I can send her another one. I wanted to. They call her Ma'am. I had to find out what her real name was because I didn't know what her real name was. It's kind of funny. All right, sending hugs. I'm going to use the Memento. Oh, that's pretty good. Ta-da! So there you go. Easy peasy. Cute little card. You like it? I like it. I think it's cute. I need to get a wipe. Sorry. You could add some more dots, but I think that's enough on top of it. I could have added, I always like to add alternatives. I don't know why I feel necessary to do that. But see, some of these smaller ones, you could have added one here and one here. I can do that. Ooh, I think that's a great idea. Hold on. I always come up with a new idea in the middle of this stuff. I don't know why. Hold on. Here we go. So I'm going to put them down first and then color them because then if they need to dry, they can. So I'm going to put one there and one on the other side. I think they're all, both of these are the same side. They might not be. Okay. And then this is the lovely lipstick. This is the dark. Unfortunately, that's the only color I have, but it worked really well on this. So it's so simple. You just color it. Probably the simplest things I've done. Oh, that's really cute. Look how cute. All right. Card number 1. Simple and cute. Now, this is a, this Thoughtful Blooms. It is a celebration stamp set and the punches as well. For some reason, I think I saw that the punch was going to carry over, but I could be wrong about that. I love this stamp set. I could use this stamp set every... Do we help your creativity? You do. Every week. I try not to, but I could because I love it. And there's so many cards out there that I love, I've seen. So there you go. Cute, huh? All right. Now, the next one... Look, Joy, I'm using your envelopes. See? Joy told me that idea. She's an organized lady. So the next one is an idea, is a case. It's a case from Kylie Bertucci's husband, Bruno. I don't know if you follow them. She's a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the UK. No, she's in Australia, not the UK. Who is she? Is that her name? Is that how she go by? I think it is. She does the Love It, Chop It stuff that I talk about. And you see, so her husband came up with this card. He occasionally makes a card. I think they're in the business together. I don't know if they're separate demonstrators or how that works exactly, because my husband's not interested and he would drive me crazy because, well, quite frankly, he's a perfectionist, and you can tell by my cards that I am not. So, so he made this card. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. I was thinking about my husband. And it's shown up everywhere. So popular. So I had to do it. And I actually thought when I first saw it that it'd be something I wouldn't want to do, that it would drive me crazy. I even watched him make it, and I thought that's the worst tutorial I've ever seen. But it turned out not so much. So I'm going to use the Peaceful Moments. And I might do this backwards just to take the stuff out of my box and show it to you. I'm going to use the Peaceful Moments, and I'm going to do Life is Better with a Friend Like You. Now, you'll notice that I'm not doing... Yes, it was awesome. so many birthdays and stuff, because I think we need to send each other some cards. I told some people I knew if they sent me their addresses, I'd send them cards, and they didn't. Does that mean they didn't want cards from me? Not sure. Anyway, that's Peaceful Moments. That's part of the Painted Poppies suite. And I took a piece of black, and I embossed it in white, okay? So this is, I'm going to tell you how you emboss in case you don't know. Not an expert at it, not an expert at any of this, and I'm not going to do it on camera because it's noisy and I'm not. So what you do is you take your sentiment and you stamp it on your paper in Versamark. You must use the Versamark. There are other techniques. This is my technique. You use the Versamark. Okay? And you stamp it on your paper. Now, you can use what they call a stamping buddy. It's to keep the static out so that your stamping powder doesn't stick other places. And you just rub that on before you stamp your image. So you stamp your image in Versamark, and you can see it has no color, and it's very dirty. Then once you've done that, you take your powder, and this is the white stamping emboss powder by Stampin' Up. And you put your little card in here, and you pour your powder over it. And then you make it all go away. And what will happen is the white will just stick to what you stamped, okay? And then you take a heat tool and you heat it. And as you do that, the magic happens and it comes to life. And you can see it coming to life. You have to be careful not to burn your fingers. But if you don't burn your fingers, it turns out really well. and yesterday, when I was doing it, I was like, oh, wow, this is so hot. And then I sat it down and held it on the edge with the end of a tweezer. And I didn't burn my hand. I was like, you're an idiot, because you could have been doing that all the time. Lordy, lordy. So that's how you emboss. It's that simple. Now, there is a way that you can emboss. There have colored embossing powders, but there is a way you can emboss with stamping inks, and I'm not going to go over that right now. I just wanted to show you what I did. You use the Versamark and you stamp your image. Then you put the embossing powder on top, and then you use the heat tool. 3 steps, very simple. So that's going to go on the card. Let's just do that and get it out of the way. Now, what I used were the Stampin' Up! In colors that will retire. Oh, sorry. I might have got it from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. It's not Stampin' Up! They did used to have one and it was black. So check the catalog to see if there's one still there. I've had that one for years and years, but I got it from somewhere else, with a 40% off coupon. A lot of people put their, I'll give you a hint with this. A lot of people put their embossing powder in like plastic containers, and then they use a spoon and they just use it on top of it, so the mess doesn't go anywhere. I just do it in that. The nice thing about this is it has a hole and you can just put it right back. But the plastic container works really well. I've seen a lot of demonstrators do that. So I apologize for showing you something. Maybe that's why I never showed you before. Because my heat tool isn't Stampin' Up! Either. I'm sorry. I'm a bad demonstrator. What am I going to do? Anyway, back to this. So I use the in colors that are going to retire. In colors that are going to retire. I use the Call Me Clover. Wait a minute. Let's get the real names if we're going to do this, so that everybody knows what they are. But look how beautiful and bright they are. I was thinking about this, and I think each year the Stampin' Up! Colors meet a different family of colors. For instance, I believe that these would go in the bright family. And from what I'm seeing from this Ornate Garden suite, the next one is going to be kind of a, look at this year's. I think these would be more of a, let me lay this down. More of a subtles collection, but these are definitely bright. So maybe this next ones are going to be regals. I don't know. But anyway, so what we have here is a Blueberry Bushel, one of my favorites. Lovely lipstick. I was right. This is Call Me Clover. This is Grapefruit Grove. I have to admit, I did not use a lot of Grapefruit Grove. Not a bad color, but I didn't. And then Pineapple Punch. This is a wonderful, bright color. And I love it. So see how beautiful these coordinate together? And for this card, they're going to look really nice together. These are 2018 to 2020 in colors, and they will be going away when the new catalog comes out. We still have a couple of months for that, so no need to panic. I just wanted to use them. Maybe you haven't gotten any. You can certainly order those. Just go over to my store that's on my blog at mymessyroomstamper.blogspot.com, and you'll see them. So this is what I've done. This is what Bruno did, and it made me want to cry because I didn't think I could do it. What did I use this for? He took, so it's a regular size card, okay? It's a A2 card, and I'm just gonna fold it in half. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. And then, and again, I am totally copying him, just using different colors, all right? I saw somebody do it with designer series paper. It was fun, too. And then so I cut this 1/4 inch less. Now, this is the layer that that you're going to adhere your strips to. And then what he did, I'm going to use this to bring around it. He put these in his trimmer, and he cut them randomly at different sized angles. There was no rhyme or reason. No rhyme or reason to it. Because I watched it a couple of times because it drove me crazy. It's kind of like one of those random stampings. And then he just put it on the card in whatever way he could. So this is what I'm going to do. Let's move this up there. The card is awesome, and I believe that this is going to be good, what I've done. So I'm going to pick this up, and I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to give myself, you know, even if it's not a perfect border, there you go. And then now what I did was I turned them, and that's pretty much what he did. And he left a little bit of room between each one. Again, you're going to see some of these are thick and some of these are thin. There is no rhyme or reason to them. I'm going to move this over just a tad and down. And I stuck it to my finger. There you go. Okay. Then I'm going to use another color. This one's going to go up. Then I'm going to use the blue. Don't ask me why I turned that paper over twice. Just don't even try to get in my head. Still trying to keep that same space between them, you'll see. I don't know if it'll work out for me, but I'm trying. And then we'll use the red. Oh, that red one isn't all the way. Oh, I might have to cut another red one. I did not know that one didn't fit. Oh, that's bad. All right, here we go. Here's the red one. And then I'm going to repeat. And I am just eyeballing this space between. And he may have... He may have mathematically figured it out. Yeah, I didn't. This one's a little straight, actually. Well, I guess it's... And then a green. And then the blue, that is not even the blue. Did I leave it in the thing? Get off my fingers. Maybe I did. Well, this is how he did it. I'll show you so you can see. He just put it in his trimmer. How come I didn't have enough? Anyway, there you go. Trimmer. This is my trimmer. He laid it in here any which way that he wanted it. Laid it down, cut it off. There you have it. That was all he did on all of them. It made me crazy. I told you that, right? And so I'm just gonna, this one will hang off, but it's when I, oh no, it won't. Ooh. So if I'd have done it right, well, you know what? That's what this is for. Watch. I'm just gonna make it a little smaller. Nobody's gonna know, and it's my piece of my card, and I can have it any way I want. So there. Do you like that? So there you go. All right. Now, the nice thing about the little trimmer is if you want to make sure that all these edges are straight, there you go. Do it at the top. This is a great advertisement for this little trimmer. Okay? Everybody see there? Let me just get these off. And now what I'll do is I'm going to, you can see it's going to be great. I'm just going to pop it up on there. But I think I'm going to wrap this ribbon around it. Because I want to. And you know what? Where's my thing? I'm going to put this here and wrap the ribbon below it. Oh, look. I love when a good idea comes to fruition. I have dimensionals. I have regular dimensionals. I swear I do. There you go. There we go. So I'm gonna pop this up because I think it should be. And this is just let me tell you how big this is. This is 1/2 inch, and I did this with scissors. I just eyeballed the middle, and then I just came in and clipped it. You can use your banner punch. Sometimes the banner punch annoys me. And so that day, I guess I didn't want to be annoyed, and I did it this way. So I'm going to, oops, put this right here. Let me just, because you know it's going to be crooked if I don't. Now, instead of going around it, let's change up our mind here. Let's just tie a bow. This is the crinkle ribbon that's in the mini catalog. Just gonna pull that down, pull that over. And I'll put it right there. That's cute. Let's make it a little smaller, though. It's kind of large. I say let's, like you're making the card with me, but you know what I mean. And we'll just put it right there. That'll be cute. Okay, scissors. Let's get some scissors. You can see how using a color family makes this card easy. Again, not my original design. It is Bruno's from Kylie Bertucci's website. I'm going to get a glue dot and put him down. Put it down. It is, I don't know, is it a male or a female? I don't really know. A friend of mine did it with designer series paper. She used the Graydon Garden, I believe is the name of it. It turned out really cute. So there's my little bow. Now I definitely am popping this up onto my card because it needs some dimension. But I think these colors did this against this black background. It's bam! It amazes me. But again, it drove me a little crazy just cutting this paper and expecting it to come out perfect. But you can see it works. It just works. So I'm just going to try to smack this and make it stay. There you go. And there you go. And then I have a piece to put in the center. I'm going to use my mono for that. In the center. Oh, I thought that was full. Guess I was wrong. I took it out of my drawer. I thought it was full. And there you go. And you could put another couple of pieces in here if you wanted. So there you go. Isn't it adorable? It's a great thing for leftover scraps. Absolutely. You could do it any way you wanted. I think it would be kind of cool if you did it with some designer series paper and the colors that coordinate it with and in between it. That would be lovely. Any way you wanted to do it. This card turns out great. And wow, it was so much easier than I expected it to be. So there's that one. And again, I'm giving total credit to them. I did not design this card or technique. And then here's this one, Sending Hug. So there's 2 cards for you. Please remember to share my live with your friends. You may have a friend that would like to see something like this. Be certain to shop my online store and my blog at mymessyroomstamper.blogspot.com. I'm on Facebook, as you know, My Messy Room Stamper. My YouTube is, I get sick of saying it, but it's Beverly McGuire at My Messy Room Stamper. And then I am on Pinterest, and it is called My Messy Room Stamper on Pinterest. I really appreciated all of your business, all of you coming by and watching me, and support helps me grow my business. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too crazy for you, but I think the cards turned out nicely. Let me know if I can be of any assistance to you. If you want me to send you a card, PM me your address and I'll send you one right out. Thank you and have a great day. Go outside in the sun and just soak it up for a minute, okay? Stay healthy. Bye-bye.